Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid are the frontrunners for MVP for the 19th season in a row. We're stuck in a loop in terms of NBA discussions as talking heads try to determine who the better player is. Again. Today we answer that question. Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic, who is the better player? We will find out once and for all. Okay, not really. This is just a dumb video. We're gonna simulate the remainder of both Jokic and Embiid's career, tracking their accolades as we go to see who retires with the greater resume. Jokic obviously has the upper hand at this stage with them MVPs, but team success could play a big role as their careers progress. Speaking of teams and their success, I'm gonna allow the 76ers and Nuggets to do whatever they want with and surrounding the two stars. However, I'm allowed to intervene in each Joel and Nikola's career one time in this video, facilitating a trade if necessary. The only other wrinkle in this video comes courtesy this random stat wheel. Prior to each new season, I'll spin that wheel, get a stat from a random season, and compare between the players, and whoever has the better stat obviously earns an upgrade. And to do that, we're gonna spin this little wheel here, Jokic Embiid on it, 16-7, that's the rookie season. At least if Joel Embiid, his on-court was plus 3.0, and Jokic's was plus 5.6, Nikola gets the first upgrade. And we're gonna keep the upgrades very simple this video. It's a plus 10 stat boost to any stat I choose. So Nikola Jokic, you now have a 94 three-point shot. That could get ugly pretty quickly. Hopefully Joel gets some upgrades too. Season 1, to nobody's surprise, we don't see Joel or Nikola win MVP because it's Luka. Oh yeah, Joel might be in some trouble. Jokic first team All-NBA. Joel of course does make second. Gosh darn it, this is just real life. Again, like real life, Joel also makes all defensive second team, which is something. For those curious, Joel finished 7th in the league in scoring 28 a game, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. I mean, he was great. He really was. 2.1 blocks a game. Nikola Jokic meanwhile finished 7th in assists and also averaged a near triple-double. I mean, both players are amazing. This is why I'm making this video. I'm now very concerned it's going to solve absolutely nothing. Nikola's Denver Nuggets are the 6th seed, not great. And this is where Joel could gain an upper hand. His Sixers are the 2 seed.
Hey, y'all, come look at this.
Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my. I just got Joel and Hart. They were both amazing in game 7. Okay, well, year 1, not great for Joel and the Sixers. Denver, meanwhile, did make the second round. Shouts to Nikola, but they lost 2, so none of that matters. The Boston Celtics are your year 1 NBA champions. Again, not that we really care. And what we do care about, well, there isn't much movement on our accolades board. Come on, boys. And before we get into season 2, we got to get another, whatchamacallit, you know, an upgrade. No clue why that was so hard for me to say. Joel Embiid shooting just over 80% from 0 to 3 feet, whereas Nikola Jokic this season 78, barely Joel. The year 2 Nuggets look pretty much exactly the same. I mean, they have a very good team, they just didn't add much. Oh, and by the way, I just caught myself. I'm gonna be saying year 1, year 2, year 3, even though we're deep into Joel and Nikola's career. You guys know what I'm saying. As the year 2 76, oh my gosh, they lost Harden. They lost Harden. They picked up D'Anthony Melton, Caleb Martin. Okay, that's not bad. Jaden McDaniels, Jalen McDaniels. No way. What kind of script is this? James Harden actually went back to Houston. That's what? Joel lost his second best teammate. At least I do get to give him a plus 10 boost. We're also upgrading his 3-point shot. Now he's a 98 overall. Also, very interestingly, after year 1, Carmelo Anthony's number 15 got retired by the Nuggets. So now Nikola Jokic is number 45. Thanks. I kind of hate it. Okay, Luka Doncic, year 2 MVP, sure. Oh, would you look at that? Joel Embiid makes first team All-NBA for the first time. Round of applause, everybody. That's so nice for him. Nikola Jokic, of course, makes second team. Yep. Joel gets another all-defensive. Now he's really padding that resume. Joel, almost an identical season, actually finished 5th in scoring this year, just under 30 a game, 12 rebounds, 4 assists. And his plus 10 3-point boost helped a lot. He went from 35% up to 41. Jokic fell out of the top 10 in assists, but scored more, 28 a game, 9 rebounds, 9 assists. He's also shooting the 3 at an insane clip after that upgrade. Makes sense. And Nikola's Nuggets are the 4 seed, a little bit better than year 1, while Joel's Sixers fall down to the 4, and they have to play the Celtics. Oh my word. They're about to get first rounded again, aren't they? I already know. Yeah. I thought this might be Joel's year. It is not. And once again, Jokic goes further in the playoffs, beating the Kings on to round 2, where they beat the Memphis Grizzlies. Okay. And they're on to round 3 to face Joel's former teammate James Harden and the Houston Rockets. What a story. I told you all, the Houston Rockets get very good. Now they got a star in James Harden. They're already developing in year 2. Jokic and his Nuggets found themselves down 3-2 in the series, trying to stay alive. And they did have a 4-point lead at home. They just got to close it out. Bro, the Rockets spent all that money on James Harden just to not have him closing the game out. Oh my gosh. Aaron Gordon just bailed out Jokic, who was playing horrible defense. Wait a minute. Jokic coast to coast with the floater? Yeah, that's game. That's game. Good closeout. A spot in the NBA Finals was on the line in Game 7, Nuggets Rockets. And I guess it wasn't meant to be for Nikola. The Cleveland Cavaliers would go on to sweep the Rockets anyways, and both our stars once again come up empty-handed. I will say at least Joel's not empty-handed. He makes his first ever first-team All-NBA, also gets an all-defensive, while Jokic adds another second-team All-NBA finish. And we move along to Season 3, where we will start with another upgrade. Last season on-off numbers. Oh boy. Joel Embiid last season was a plus 11.5 on-off. I did say oh boy though, because Nikola Jokic, he dominated. These advanced stats are not. Yeah, Jokic. Anyways, on to year 3, where the Nuggets added Yusuf Nurkic. They brought him back. Definitely not sure why they did that. They did not need another center. We're adding 4 stats to Jokic's 3-point to max it out. And I'm gonna put the other 6 on interior defense. Maybe we can make Jokic a defender, make some all defensive teams. While the Sixers aren't even trying to replace Harden, Tyrese Maxey is developing. They added Darius Baisley, but that's not great. Oh, word? Luka doesn't go 3 in a row, but Victor steps in. Yikes. Oh my gosh. Victor's about to ruin our whole... I forgot he's ascending. Yeah, he's gonna kill everybody. Nikola makes second team All-NBA. Joel third. I'm not even tracking third team though. Wow, and Joel gets shut out from defensive teams. Victor's about to just ruin this. The answer to Joel versus Nikola is actually gonna be Victor Wembanyama. What? Interesting. Joel saw his points chopped all the way down to 26 a game. I mean, still very good stats, just not by his standards. Speaking of which, Jokic under 10 rebounds per game for the second season in a row. I mean, almost a triple-double average. Still nice. Oh, what's not nice though? What's not nice is Jokic's Nuggets. Oh wait, never mind. They're the 2 seed. You see now, I thought they missed a playoff. Just ignore me. I'm done. And over in the East, Joel Embiid was the 5 seed with the Sixers. By the way, Victor's Pistons, the 1 seed. Great. Okay, so I got good news and I got less good. I got bad news. Joel Embiid and the Sixers are finally out of round 1. And they're playing Victor Wembanyama in the second round. GG, brother. Meanwhile, Jokic and the Nuggets are off to the second round. They're looking good. Oh wait, no, they're not. They're not. They just lost in 6 games. That's not great. Oh, and Joel Embiid got swept by Victor Wembanyama. This is fun. We're having fun. This is great. Pistons and Thunder in the finals. This is unbelievable. Oh my word. It's not like he's a 99 overall already, like, you know, Joel and Nikola Jokic. Why? He's only a 90 overall. Why is he dominating? Man, I'm just getting all heated because I want Joel and Nikola to be the 2 best players in the league for the sake of this video, and they're just not right now. In fact, only Jokic sees something positive. He made a second team All-NBA. I'm not even tracking the third team because that's poverty, so sorry, Joel. Do we continue going back and forth with our upgrades ahead of season 4? We're looking at 19, 20, and 1s. I would think this is Joel Embiid. He had 44 in only 51 games though, whereas Jokic had only 26 in 73 games. You weren't finishing through traffic, Nikola. All right, Nikola Jokic is now 30 years old. He still has 3 years left on his contract, but at least the Nuggets went ahead and acquired Jalen Brunson. That's really nice. I don't know how much longer I can keep Jokic just suffering in Denver though. We'll see. At least he's accomplished some stuff though. Joel is now 31, 2 years left on his contract. He's dropping. He's only a 96 now. Tyrese Maxey continues to get better. They added Terry Rozier, but not yet. These teams are not doing enough for their stars. I'm just saying. For Joel's upgrade, I'm bringing him up to a 99 3-point, and we'll toss the other stat on free throw. Who really cares? Nah, the Victor flood in this video was completely unexpected. I am floored by this. And he's winning DPOY too. Yeah, sure, why not? Yeah, first team All-NBA Victor. At least you're a 95 now. It makes a little more. 90 overall, and he did this last season. I'm still salty about it. Jokic makes second team All-NBA. Joel's relegated to third team. You hate to see it. Joel and his teammate Tyrese Maxey finished back-to-back in scoring. Joel 25 under 10 rebounds a game. What? Meanwhile, Jokic outscored while he was right there with Joel, 26, 9, and 10. Where are the rebounds in this game? This is really interesting. Oh, well, this is going to make my decisions very easy. Denver Nuggets, Nikola Jokic not in the playoffs. And over in the East, Joel Embiid and the 76ers not in the playoffs. I know we're only like 4 seasons deep here, but yeah, sorry Philly and Denver fans for what you're about to see very shortly. Well, would you look at that? The Houston Rockets. James Harden leaves Joel and wins a championship eventually. Good for you, James. And before we get to any shakeups, I'll again show you our accolade. Dude, Joel is doing nothing right now. At least Jokic made another second team All-NBA there. Okay, this is just a really funny side note to the video, not part of the story, but I went to Trade Finder for Joel Embiid just to see what would happen, and look at this. There's one offer, and it would be to trade him for Nikola Jokic. What? I'm not going to do it though. No. In actuality, the trade I'm deciding to make, my one intervention for Joel is sending him to the Houston Rockets. Yeah, and I'm sending James Harden, Alperen Sengun, 2 unprotected first back the other way. Considering how much potential and how young Sengun is, that actually wasn't the worst trade ever on paper. I mean, I don't think so. Y'all can roast me in the comment section, but Joel fits in perfectly on the reigning champion Houston Rockets, a chance to succeed. Meanwhile, Nikola Jokic's start has been disappointing too. I'm trading him off to the Indiana Pacers for Miles Turner, Kristaps Porzingis, a pair of first-round picks. That does deplete the depth a bit on the Pacers, but 98 Jokic joins 93 Tyrese Halliburton. They've got 3 mid-80s players, including Ben Mathurin. This is a good little team. Yeah, Jokic, you got to do something here, brother. As we move along to Season 5 or upgrade, these have been doled out pretty evenly. 18-19 offensive rebounds. Okay, we are going offensive rebounds per game in 18-19. Joel had 2.5, whereas Nikola Jokic had 2.9. Oh, that was another close one. Nikola takes it. And Nikola Jokic on his new team, the Indiana Pacers, well, he gets our upgrade. 88 interior defense. Now, come on, man. All defensive team, it's within reach. All right, yeah, that's 3 in a row now for Victor. Oh, nice. Jokic was still second team All-NBA with Indiana. And Alperen Sengun with Phil. Oh, my. Where is Joel? Okay, Joel Embiid played 26 minutes a night for some 16 point. Jokic actually took a stat hit as well. I mean, he did almost average a triple-double again, but only 23 points a game. I mean, the coach is calling for Joel to play at least 33. He only played 26 minutes per game. I don't understand. On the bright side, though, I did put Joel into Houston with a chance to win some games, and they did finish as the 2 seed. But Jokic and the Pacers, the 1 seed, ooh. Both our heroes were off to round 2, as we'd expect. And in a sweep, Jokic and the Pacers advanced to round 3, and Joel and the Rockets in 5 advance as well. Both our heroes would find themselves in identical precarious situations. Game 7 in both the East and West finals. This is kind of crazy. And with under a minute left, Jokic's Pacers have a 3-point lead. This is crazy. Also crazy, both Tyrese Halliburton and Nikola Jokic are on the floor. The coaches are being smart. Victor's out there for Detroit. A chance. Oh, Victor passed out of it. Jokic with the D. Wow. A bucket from the Pacers here clinches them a spot in the finals. Jokic, he's going for, okay, Jokic, it was a good look. Whatever. Oh no, that's a clean look. That was a clean look for Jaden Ivey. I think he bricked it. Wow. Well, it got a little bit hairy down the stretch, but Jokic and the Pacers do book their ticket to the NBA Finals. Wow, Nikola throwing it back with a 30, 12, and 15 performance. What a beast. But could Joel Embiid replicate the dominance and send his Houston Rockets to the finals as well? Well, in an almost identical situation, Embiid's Rockets are up 3, 90 seconds left. Okay, Joel going to work right away. Joel! What a move. Was that Chet? He just blew past. Wow, in the clutch. Wow, and after that clutch play by Joel, the Rockets, they really need one stop. And, whoa. Shame. Houston didn't play the man in the regular season like at all, but they're going to Joel in the clutch in the playoffs. He bricked that. It's all good though. You got a big lead. It's fine. Shea pulling up for 3. Oh my word. Dude, Shea is missing in the clutch. That's how you know it's blessed for Houston. Joel in game 7, he's really an afterthought on this team. Joel in game 7, 23, 4, and 4, but it's not about the numbers. It's about both our heroes finding their way into the NBA Finals. Nikola Jokic and the Pacers on one side versus Joel Embiid and the Rockets on the other. They have new teams. They also both have a spot in the finals. Jokic and the Pacers would take game 1. Joel and the Rockets answered back in game 2. The Pacers went into Houston and took game 3, and they stole home court completely, going up 3-1. And unfortunately for Joel, whose one path to a better resume than Jokic was team success, his Rockets got clobbered in game 5 of the NBA Finals. I thought for sure when I saw Joel get barely any minutes in the regular season, it's because the Rockets were just so good on paper. And while that might be true, Jokic and the Pacers, I mean, this is a 5-game NBA Finals win. This is nuts. I'm not gonna lie to you all right here. I feel very bad for Joel Embiid. This video is just not being kind to either of them, but specifically Joel. Oh, and there it is, the MVP trophy that really matters. Nikola Jokic, Finals MVP. Oh my word, 42, 13, and 11 in a closeout NBA Final. I mean, Jokic is that guy, pal. And I hate to say that this is already over for Joel. We're just 5 seasons in, but yeah, it's kind of of looking over. Jokic adds a ring, a finals MVP, a second team All-NBA, and he's not dropping off overall wise. Onto our season 6 upgrade. Does Joel once again? They've been going back and forth literally every time. Defensive rebounds this time. Again, we are going per game. Joel last season 9.6 per game. I think Jokic might have. Yeah, Jokic had a huge rebounding season. Man, that was lucky for another upgrade. And to add more salt to the wound for Joel, Jokic gets a plus 10 boost. He is now maxed out interior defense. And at age 32, he's still a 99 overall. I mean, that's crazy. And alas, Joel Embiid is just not aging well naturally in the game. He's a 93 overall, and that's boosted up. I mean, come on, dude. Oh yeah, sure. Now Bronny James is winning MVP. Yeah, totally. Nepotism at its finest. Honestly, credit to Nikola Jokic. He keeps cranking out these second team All-NBAs. Oh, gotta be. Dude, Houston didn't even make the playoffs. Houston did not. Joel, bro, I've never had a video go this askew from what I thought, like my plan. Oh, and Jokic and the Pacers are the two. Keep in mind, I'm not controlling the teams or the rotations at all. It's all automatic. The Rockets just don't play Joel Embiid 27 minutes a night, dude. Whereas Jokic is aging gracefully and he's playing 36 minutes, and I can't even control or change that. It's not my fault. Nikola's Pacers would beat the Wizards in 6 games, Victor's Pistons in 7 before finding themselves again in game 7 of these finals. Oh, and this one wasn't even close. No need to even jump in and watch the this was domination. This is gonna be tough though. Bronny James and the Shea left the Thunder. Very interesting. So interesting that Jokic and the Pacers actually had a 3-2 lead in the finals, but they got stomped there in game 6. That was wow. Game 7 though, my how the turntables. I traded Joel Embiid to the Rockets and low-key thought that was the much better situation than Jokic to the Pacers. I was wrong. Nikola Jokic just won his 2nd straight ring with the Indiana. I don't know, dude. And yes, he's lifting the finals MVP for the 2nd time now to match his 2 MVPs. I honestly don't feel like continuing to show this graphic because, I mean, that's just pure domination from Jokic. And we're cruising along to season 7 of our simulation. Back to rebounding, total 18-19. Okay. I can't remember which season was our last. We did offensive rebounds for a year. Oh my, Joel had 13.6 a game that year. Yeah, that's tough for my guy Jokic. Not even close, plus 10 for Joel. Okay, before we give Joel his upgrade via the stat wheel, I know one of the few rules I had for this video was only 1 intervention per player. Yeah. Joel Embiid is getting his butt kicked in this challenge. I hate to see it. You hate to see it. So I'm going to intervene again just for some fun. And I'm going ahead and sending Joel to the Milwaukee Bucks along with a 1st round pick for Mo Wagner and this young dude named Jet Howard. The trade was honestly probably an L for the Bucks because Joel has fallen all the way to 90 overall at age 34, but I'm pairing him with Josh Giddey, with Zion Williamson, and no other centers on the roster, so hopefully he actually plays minutes. Oh, is this what? Dude, Joel is a 79 stamina. Okay, let's bump that up to an 89. Maybe old man Joel can play some minutes now with Milwaukee. I don't know. Meanwhile, we might as well keep Jokic right where he's at. He did sign a contract extension. He's still a 99 overall. It's crazy. Tyrese Halliburton's a 92. They also got this dude, Trey Johnson, who's a 92. The Pacers might win 3 in a row here, boys. Wow, Jokic finally usurped on All-NBA 2nd. He's demoted to the poverty 3rd team now. Oh, okay. Joel, oh, his Bucks are an 8 seed. Like, I mean, they made the playoffs, but let's face it, they're going to get 1st rounded. How? A word? I was just simulating round what? The Bucks swept Atlanta. Oh my gosh, Joel and the Bucks, they are an 8 seed from destiny, from heaven. I don't know what I'm saying. And look who they match up against in the Eastern Conference Finals. Joel versus Nikola Jokic. Completely forgot they were both in the East now. Would Nikola Jokic improve to 2-0 in their head-to-head playoff rivalry, or would Joel Embiid and the Bucks continue their Cinderella run? Okay. Well, it's the latter. No, the former. Whatever one meant that Jokic won. Again, because Joel just can't have nice things. And at long last, the San Antonio Spurs had arrived facing the Pacers Jokic in the finals. Wow, what a matchup. A matchup that would see the Indiana Pacers win their 3rd straight ring, and Nikola Jokic averaging 31 points a game, his 3rd straight finals MVP. It's honestly just crazy the split in their careers. When I traded both Jokic and Embiid, Nikola just killed it. Joel, not so much. It's wild. Jokic returned to the Pacers now at 97 overall, while Joel was up to an 88 for the Bucks after getting a plus 10 upgrade ahead of season 8. And unfortunately, Joel and them Bucks would miss the playoffs, while Jokic was only a 7 seed, but the Pacers championship streak was still alive, a 7 seed into the East Finals. But it was ultimately massive games from Victor Wembanyama and Cade Cunningham that would end Jokic's streak at 3 in a row. Season 9, Jokic was still a 97 overall, overall after a plus 10 bump, along with 3 90+ overall teammates. What? Joel was still running with Josh Giddey and Zion Williamson, but at 36 years old, he was an 86 overall. Somehow Jokic's stacked Indiana Pacers would lose in the second round in 6 games. Oh, and Joel and the Bucks, well, they missed the playoffs, of course. And after all that, it's with a heavy heart that I come to you all and say that this video, unfortunately, it's over. And not because Joel Embiid or Nikola Jokic retired, but it's because at age 37, 83 overall, Joel Embiid is, well, he's sitting here in free agency. No team wants him, and I can't really blame them. Yes, Nikola Jokic remains a 96 overall at age 36, probably with a chance to win another ring or two, but in terms of the goal of our video, none of that even matters, because at the end of this video, Nikola Jokic finishes with 3 rings, 3 finals MVPs, 6 second team, 4 first team All-NBA, and of course his 2 MVPs, whereas Joel Embiid only 1 first team, 5 second teams, and 5 all defensive teams. I thought we were gonna have this insane heavyweight battle right into the end of their careers, but not so much. It was like a first round knockout, actually. I don't think there's any question as to who is going to retire with the better resume. It's Nikola Jokic. Let me know what you thought of the video.